Hey, what is going on guys? This is Starsha and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're back with another season update video on my Season 19 Rebuilding Glory campaign in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So before we get onto the actual update on the season, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone who has donated, of which there's only been 2 people so far, but still, they decided to donate and support, and I wanted to just say a big thanks to them. And to everyone else, if you guys do want to support and help sponsor this community chess opening, then anyone who does, regardless of how much it is, whether it's $1, whether it's less than, more than, whoever does donate will be credited either in the credits at the end of the video or in a big shout out at the start, where we go over everyone who has contributed to make the video possible. That being said, if anyone does want to donate, you can obviously donate to my PayPal, which the link is in the video description. And the only thing is obviously to include your in-game username. So whatever you want me to credit you as, include that, and just say chess giveaway, chess opening, chess pool, whatever. And I'll make sure to keep all of that down. That being said, let's hop into the actual season update. So firstly, we're gonna go and have a look at the map as usual, and yeah, things are calming down kind of, in terms of everybody has rewards secured and stuff, though there's still a lot of fighting happening, mostly in the west, but there's a little bit of fighting in the east, especially by Loth. We'll go over their weapons first before looking west of the Misty Mountains. So we have our first pin over here. This is Withered Heart, 4.7 million participants, 1.5 million deaths. This is Fake Ring from Erebor against Seam, Bomb, and Love from Loth, with Telp and Lion supporting. Then we have a small pin in Withered, 750k participants, 250k deaths basically. Fake Ring once again at the top, fighting Bomb, Seam, and Love, so all 3 Lothlorien teams, and Telp at the bottom. Over here, there is a 3 million participant, 1 million death Northern Waste crossing pin. This is Seam at the top against Fake Ring and Lion, with some Bomb and Telp and Love supporting. Then over here to the east of Northern Waste, if I can click it, there we go. 1.8 million participants, 600,000 deaths. Love from Loth against Lion from Erebor, with some Steam and Telp, as well as 1 or 2 Rune players over there. That is pretty much all the reports in the east, so we're going to move on to the west, where most of the remaining reports, well, all the remaining reports are. So over here by North Downs, we have an 8.8 million participant pin, 2.9 million deaths. This is Angmar against Erebor, so Hunt from Angmar against Lion and Tel from Erebor, along with Pice supporting from Angmar. Over here, this is the Rudar crossing to the west. This is 5.7 million participants, 1.9 million deaths. This is Talp against Whip and UTTP, so the 2 Linden Fellowships, and then you have Fake Ring and Lion supporting, as well as the Cultists from Clan of John. Over here in Rudar itself, there is a Whip against Talp and Fake Ring pin, 660k participants, 228k deaths. Not too big, probably just a few people stranded behind enemy lines. Over here we have the biggest pin on the entire map and of the entire season. Honestly, this is probably the entirety of Mordor and Linden's Barracks dead in this one spot. This is the crossing into Breland from Cardolan. 44.5 million participants with over 15.5 million deaths. Absolutely crazy pin. This is UTTP from Linden against Legion 7 from Mordor. You have Whip from Linden against Legion 13 and M1 from Mordor. And you have the Cultists from Clan of John as well. There's also somehow a random Rune player, Rune player or 2. I don't know how they went from the far east to the far west, but they're there, so interesting to see that. Over here we have a pin in Menheriath. This is to the easternmost part of Menheriath, and this is 7.6 million participants with 2.5 million deaths. This is LOTR from Arno against Legion 13 and Legion 7, and then you have Rock and June supporting from Arno, as well as Emwa from Mordor. In Menheriath as well, you have 380k participants with 129k deaths. Haha against Rock, and LCDR LOTR June supporting. Over here in Menheriath, you have a 5.4 million participant pin with 1.8 million deaths. Haha at the top against Rock once again from Arno, and then LCDR, LCDM, LOTR, June all supporting on their respective factions. Over here, you have a Rock vs Haha LCDR pin, 363k participants, 88k deaths. Over here, you have a Haha against KOTM and Ring pin, 343k participants, 64k deaths. And this pin is literally just clashes and reinforcements being hit by accident. So because, because Rohan is in Enidwaith with us, and two factions are pushing to the one crossing leading further west. There's a lot of, accidental armies hitting other armies hitting reinforcements, two armies crossing paths while marching, and yeah, that's the result of that. Over here, you have 5.9 million participants, 1.9 million deaths, Rock against Haha and LCDR, LOTR and June supporting, LCDM as well supporting, and then my team Ring right there at the bottom. We have just taken Enidwaith and we do want to relocate in, but at the moment we're so far back that, it's basically like, it's like an hour reinforced just to here, this crossing, and then from here to the keep itself is like another 30 minutes, so it's like an hour and a half to reinforce to the front line. And you're going to say use force, and yeah, see, I do have a tactical fort with literally full troops that I finally set up. But yeah, the thing is, now that even though I have that, trying to actually get my commanders to the front line is, really hard. So yeah, we're just trying to, work it out as best as we can with Rohan, so we don't accidentally, wipe out too much of our own friendly troops. But I don't think I went over this pin. This is a 320k pin, 86k deaths, LOTR against KOTM, and then LCDR, Rock, and Ring supporting. So yeah, those are all the battle pins. And if we have a look at the map, so basically things are settled in terms of who's getting what. As you can see, Rohan have 3 caps, Mordor have 2 caps, and they can either take Rune, the Ring at Dol Guldur, or Linden's cap for their 3rd, and Erebor have 4 caps. We're unfortunately only getting 1, and while I was hoping, we would go for a fair split, so basically everybody getting 3, I don't think that's going to happen because, Erebor and Mordor are the 2 bigger teams in the Alliance, and therefore they obviously see themselves as deserving more, which, it's fair. I understand that, though I would obviously like to have 3 caps. I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not, I'm not going to say nope, we don't want 3 caps. I mean, we would absolutely love to have 3 caps, and, a lot of players have asked about that, but yeah, we're going to unfortunately only end with 1 cap because unless Erebor is willing to give one of their caps basically to Mordor, so Mordor have 3 caps, they have 3 caps, maybe Rohan goes and takes the ring just to have 3 caps, and they give us this one over here. That way we'd have 2, and then we could take Rune's cap for a 3rd. But short of that happening, so basically Erebor giving up 1 cap, Rohan giving up 1 cap to us, and us taking Rune's cap, yeah, there's no way all 4 of us are going to end with 3. So unfortunately, as much as we would like to have 3 caps, we are going to end on 1 cap. Rohan will end on 3. Mordor has 2 at the moment, but will definitely end on 3 as well. And Erebor will end on 4 or 5 caps, depending. But that being said, let's go have a look at leaderboards. So if we have a look at leaderboards, we're going to be try and be a bit quick as well. So personal affluence, I'm at number 168 with 42k affluence. It hasn't really changed because I haven't really captured new tiles since the last time. So, I mean, I've been capturing tiles when tiling, but I mean, I haven't captured any more farm tiles. So yeah, 168 on the affluence leaderboard with 42k power. Merits, the top 3 are like 4 million and above. I am unranked at 566,000 merit. I think the number 100 player is still like 2 million. So yeah, we definitely not be hitting the top 100, but I am going to try and aim for at least 1 million merit this season. It's definitely much harder when you fight Linden because they are so wailed, but hopefully we're finding Arno now, we can maybe get some more merit towards our total. Over here at Fellowship Affluence, we have Legion 7, Legion 13 from Mordor at the top, 3.5 and 3.4 million power. Rohan's team Haha is 3rd with 3.1 million power. The 3 Erebor teams Telp, Fake Ring, and Lion are 4, 5, and 6 with 2.9 mil, 2.9 mil, and 2.5 million power respectively. 7 is the second Rohan team LCDR at 2.5 million power. 8 is my team Ring Barra here at 2.4 million power. 9 is Emwar from Mordor with 2.2 million power. And number 10 is Whoop from Linden with 2.2 million power. 11 is Hunt from Angmar with 2.2 million power. 12 is the Linden team, UTTP, 2.1 million power. 13 and 14 are the 2 onward teams, Rock and LOTR, with 1.8 and 1.6 million power each. 15 is the Cult Clan of John. 1.4 million power. 16 is the second Gondor team, KOTM, with 1.3 million power. 17 and 18 are the two Lot teams, Steam and Love, with 1.3 and 1.2 million power. 19 is the third Arno team, June, with 1.2 million power. 20 is LCDM, which at 970k. 21 is the Lot team Bomb at 840k. 22 is Pies from Angmar at 770k. And 23 is just the Gondor team that's made up of all the alt and spy icons that was kicked out of Ring and KOTM. Over at faction points, we are still in the top 25. We are in the top 20, in fact, at number 19 with 7,400 season points. Though unfortunately, we are definitely not going to be able to hit the top 10, I don't think. We are 2,500 points behind. We're obviously going to try and hit it, but I'm not sure if we will be able to. And we're definitely going to be kicking out all these people at the bottom. So if we keep scrolling, you can see you kicked out a bunch of people, and they are still 1 or 2 Ring people I think we need to kick out. So this guy, Ring, whatever his name is, this guy, who else, Kenny, this guy as well. Basically all these people that fight. Okay, well, this is an IRL friend, so I won't kick him out, but I will move him to my second team after the season. I am trying to train him and teach him, and I need him to get fighting more, but yeah, we're still trying to get him sorted. Yeah, this guy. Basically, anyone that's too low just means they haven't done, they haven't been doing this upgrade task for keeps, they haven't been fighting, they haven't been contributing much to the faction, and so we're going to be kicking most of those players out of the team. Over at development level, we have Mordor at number 1 with 50, Erebor at number 2 with 42, Rohan at 3 with 37, Gondor is in 4th place with 22 levels of development, 5 is London at 20, 6 is Rune at 7, 7 is Angmar at 7, and 8 is Loth at 4. Arno is in last place at 9 with 3 levels of development. So yeah, that's pretty much the way the season's gone. We have been showcasing a report every video now. I think it was an honor report last time, and I mean, technically kind of still is a bit of an honor report, but we are showcasing a mortal report, and not just from anyone, but from one of my friends, Nazal Gol, and he's actually one of the people that has donated towards the community-sponsored chess opening video. So whenever we do, end up getting around to doing that, we'll be including his name either in the credits or, we'll shout him out at the start of the video along with the other person that's donated so far and anyone else who does end up donating. That being said, let's go and have a look into his report. So he's got 2 reports, right? This first one is against a much more, or should I say second one technically. The second one is against a much more meta good side formation. And the first one is against a pretty interesting good side formation, but as you can see, he did a lot better against the meta formation than against this other one, which is very interesting. So yeah, we're going to go through this first report in more detail, and then we'll also skim through the second one. So firstly, we're going to just go through all his gear. Not going to do it twice, but we'll do it the first time. So he has a Zenith 3 Lurtz, basically all fully strengthened goals with some refines. Z4 Saruman, all fully strengthened goals with some refines. He has a R6 Sauron, all fully strengthened, some refines. And he has an R10 Undying, all fully strengthened with some refines as well. Well, minus like that one piece of gear, but it's good enough. Now the team is going up against, and the team that actually managed to draw against him, very interestingly, so it has Dane, right, which is meta. It has the Isildur, which is not meta, but a solid commander. And then it has a tier 2 and a tier 1 commander. I mean, they're ascended to mythic, but still. He has a Arwen and he has a Boromir. So it's very interesting to see. This is his Isildur's equipment loadout. As you can see, 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star. And it is, R11. His Dane is R15. Basically all fully strengthened with some refines as well, including pretty strengthened backs over there. Arwen is also all gold gear, mostly fully strengthened with some refines. 3-star there, 4-star there, even has her unique and she's R10. Boromir is R12, all fully strengthened basically, minus those 2 which are missing a star, and some refines again. And yeah, it's very interesting. So Boromir is obviously your tank slash support, right? He's got evasion, he's got some unit attack and some defense increased stats. Arwen is basically got healing, so let's see, she's got her healing. She has increasing the attack of men and elvish units as well as defense, and she has another defense stat. So Arwen is a support as a heal slash tank, Boromir is a support slash tank, Dania is a DD, and Isildur is unit damage. And if we have a look at the actual report, we'll see Saruman did 130k damage with us doing 90k. Most of the troop damage from Evil also came from Nurse's troops. Sauron and Undying didn't really do good troop damage or commander damage. They were just there more for the support stuff. For the good side, Isildur did his troops did 50k. Dane did 116k. Boromir and Arwen don't do noticeable commander damage, nor do they do much soldier damage either. But, they're not meant for that. So Arwen, she obviously does mostly the healing, plus the rest of her skills are defense, so increasing the defense of her units to allow them to survive longer. And Boromir, he's got his evasion, his unit attack, and his unit defense buffs. But as you can see here, 15 rounds of madness, 6 rounds of stun from Evil, which is absolutely crazy. Like, considering that many occurrences of it, plus the difference in terms of having Zenlit commanders against non-Zen commanders, it's crazy to see this guy doing as well as he did. Just 3,500 troops left on Naz's team, even though this team, the only meta con here is Dane. Isildur is not meta, and Boromir and Arwen are definitely not, but somehow they managed to pull through and get a very good report here, so that's pretty interesting to see. Now, if we go over to the second team, so we're not going to go over Naz's team again, but you can see this is an R5 Gil, obviously going for evasion and some troop buffs. R15 Gandalf the White, White Rider, and White Council, of course. R14 Gimli with unique good gear and all of that. And R15 Dane as well, fully strengthened unique as well, which is crazy, and really good gear and skills, obviously. So this guy, again, 7.4k against 8k, this guy did worse than the other Arnor player. So here, Naz has 4.6k troops left against Khazad-dûr, but against the other guy with the, Boromir Arwen team, he's got 3.5k left, and he had a fuller team. So Naz had 7.95k troops, and he survived with 3.5k. Yeah, he only has 7.4k troops, so he's missing about 500 troops, but he still survives with 4.6k. If we have a look at the report, he still also did quite a lot. So he did 7 madness rather than, I think, 15, so maybe half the number of madness, but he does have 11 rounds of stun instead of the 5 rounds of stun. So yeah, it's very interesting, and you can see, obviously, commander damage is going to be 40k for Dane, 55k for Gimli, and then Gil and Gandalf the White are more support, not even much troop damage either. But yeah, 113k from Nuts from Naz's side, 100k from Saruman, and then you have Undying and Sauron obviously doing all the stun and madness effects. But yeah, just a very interesting report. The guy fighting Naz's army, slightly weakened at 7.5k troops, managed to do really, really well. I mean, he's running small units against small with some large, but still, it's crazy how well he did compared to this guy. This guy is running medium units against against half small, half large. But yeah, very, very interesting reports. You guys let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section of those two reports. And, thanks obviously to my friend Nazaldul for actually sharing those reports and allowing me, to share them with you guys. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.